Well, I had planned on walking a little bit at Dog Falls, but unfortunately my dog decided he didn't want to walk. But I'm now a little bit further on and the light's just gone here. It was absolutely beautiful. There was patches of sunlight, the clouds are just fantastic, the colour in the leaves is just beautiful. I'm standing on the dam just now. You'll hear the noise of the water there. And look at this. Look at it. It is just fabulous. Just show you. So this is the other side. This is the non-deep water side. And there's the water pouring out underneath. I'm going to have a sandwich and a drink of juice. And hopefully we'll get some nice sunlight again. There's a tiny patch of blue sky behind me, just there, but the weather's coming from that way. I think there's a good chance that it'll get nice again, and I'm going to put the drone up. I don't care about the rules, I'm putting the drone up. Anyway, back to the car. Catch you soon. So I've moved on a little bit and the sun was out. The sun was absolutely glorious. I got a few photographs, and just as I've set myself up to take this one here, the sun's gone in behind some clouds. I'm hoping it comes back again. I've taken an image of that tree over there just on its own, but I'm hoping to get this group here. But I also got an image in that area there. So hopefully that's going to be okay. Just waiting to see if that sun comes back, but I don't think it will. I think that's probably it for the afternoon. Fingers crossed we get some more, but absolutely beautiful. This has been a Mameden. I'll put it up here because I can't remember how to pronounce it, let alone spell it. But isn't this just gorgeous? There's a drone above me. It's not mine. Not sure who it belongs to. And I don't blame whoever's got it. It's just beautiful. And yes, that's Duke making a lot of noise. Okay. So I've not gone very far, and this is a prime example of how accessible photography can actually be, because this is the car park right here, my car's right there in a parking bay, and I'm taking an image here. And what I've got is the nice trees, a bit of colour, but I've got a dead calm loch behind, and there's reflections within that as well. So I'm hoping to be able to compose the image in a way where the trees are nicely defined from each other and you can see the loch in the background. So at the moment I can see one tree is too close to another, so I'm just going to move the camera. And what I'll do is I'll just put this onto video so you can actually see what I'm doing. So at the moment I'm looking at this tree here is a bit close. So I want to bring this over and open up the trees so there's no crisscrossing, and adjust my leg a little bit, get the horizontal back into place. And do I want the bottom of the tree showing, or should I come a bit higher? I'm going to go a little bit higher. Bring it round there. Maybe I could zoom in. Just have those trees. Maybe just have that as a frame like that. Okay, with that composition, I might actually see more of the loch in the background. Okay, so focus peaking says all the trees are in focus, but what about everything else in the background? So, okay, really I want the trees to be in focus. More than anything, I want the trees to be nicely in focus. I'm still not 100% sure of this one here. So I might just bring it back a fraction to bring these trees back into the view. But everything's opened up nicely. Let's have a look and see how that comes out. My little curve here shows everything is perfect. What I'm noticing that isn't perfect is the battery is about to go. So I'd better be quick. 2-second timer, and then check what I've got, check the focus, and that looks fine. So those trees are in focus. There's a bench in the distance on the beach in focus, which I'm quite happy to have there. And then the loch colours showing nice. I can even see the bank at the far side. That is really, really nice. So for this one, I've moved literally a car length from where I was, still within the car park. Looking through here, There's an old branch just here, which I don't really want. It's broken already, so let's move this out of the way. And I've got some lovely trees in the background there. Take the picture, press the button, check for focus, because I really want the tree in the background to be in focus. And it's reasonable. So, just do a focus peaking on this. Let's just see, is that actually in focus? So you may remember, I've always struggled to see my focus. So with this camera, it's got focus peaking on it. So everything fringes in red when it's in focus. So at the moment, from the front to the distance, everything is in the right colour. So I'm slightly distracted as Duke's decided to remove another collar of his from the car and lie down with it over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm watching you. So yeah, everything's in focus. Take the picture. Now the thing is, I've got a tree just showing in the edge here, and the yellow tree isn't quite in focus, so I'm going to adjust the composition slightly to make sure that's in the middle. The reflection of the tree is not really showing very clearly, but it's quite nice. Couldn't resist one more shot. I've got closer to the water, get more reflection there, and I'm actually going to raise this just a little bit more to get as much of that reflection as I can. So if I raise up, I can get more reflection, but if I go too far, these will be infringed quite probably. That's not too bad actually. That's okay. Right. Right, that looks okay. Really want to make sure these trees are in focus. I think I'll just adjust my position ever so slightly to get the reflecting trees right smack bang in the middle of the framing trees. So I've got trees that are framing the scene, but the trees that I was highlighting, the yellow ones, were off to one side, so now I've got them centred. I think I'm zoomed in quite far because I'm missing the bottom. There's lots of nice ferns here, so I'm going to pull this back. Giving us more of a scene. The trees are still centred. Just going to drop it slightly to get more of what's at the foreground. Make sure my horizontal stays the same. Checking all the trees around, that there's nothing interfering, nothing looking too bad. There's a slight imbalance there. So focusing on the trees. So now focusing on the nearest tree. And it's quite dark, but I'll brighten that up in post-processing. I don't want to burn the sky out too much. There we are. And I can do one final one, just looking between two trees at the distance. Okay. And as though it is actually catching that tree. So I'm just going to drop this down, like that. Recenter. Pull it back a fraction. Get the reflections. Like that. Take that one. Did it actually focus? Yeah, it says it did. And that will be me. Right, I think that is the end now for this trip. There will be another one later on where I'll be further down Loch Affric to some of the classic shots. In fact, the classic shot. And I'm going to try and make the classic shot my own, so long as Muttley over there will allow me to walk anywhere. So until then, yes, I'm talking about you. Until then, Thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe and ring my bell, and you'll be notified of any of my updates. So thank you very much. You help the channel a hell of a lot by subscribing. Thank you. Bye for now.